You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
Igo by Toyota sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13.
I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.
This is You're Welcome America, the podcast that explains what the bloody hell Brits are banging on about.
In every episode, we translate British pop culture for America
And American pop culture for Britain.
You're welcome.
I am Ben.
I am Fraser.
Fraser Light Razor. Remember us?
Yeah.
Does anybody care?
We're back.
Look.
Listen.
Look. We have lives. It's all going on, but we're back for the fall, aren't we?
Does anybody care?
For autumn. Just in time. So yeah, we've taken some time, some personal time. Things are happening. We've been places, we've done stuff.
Do you care?
You know, but now we're back and we're ready to really talk. Although what we're not ready to do is talk about Drag Race UK. We need to announce now we will not be covering Drag Race UK this year.
I just can't.
We watched the Meet the Queens together, and we'd already made the decision beforehand, but we watched the Meet the Queens together, and we both just said, I don't think we can do this. I'm going to just enjoy watching it as a viewer, I think, this year.
I'm up for that as well. And also, as I keep getting so annoyed because all the guests, they keep announcing, I'm like,
it does look
that's
pretty good. Well, we can touch on it here and there, can't we? We just don't have to...
Fiddle with it.
Yeah, we can just kind of...
Light fiddle.
Yeah. The light fiddle.
Oasis.
Have a day off, Susan.
Oh, thank God.
They've been fucking in LA.
We've sure heard about it from straight people that think we know and care about them.
Wait, do you not like Oasis? No, you must love Oasis. I don't must have to do anything.
No.
Get away from me.
Spice Girls haven't come to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
that would be a very
that'd be
different story.
great.
That would be perfect.
That would be us.
Yeah, that's not my... It's like, Oasis, no. The Beatles, no. Not interested.
I don't think the Beatles are coming. I bet the Beatles do the Sphere next. By the way, did you see that the Wizard of Oz thing at the Sphere is earning like something like $1 billion a day or something insane?
What is it? Just the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere?
Yeah, but tickets start at $100 each.
Well, what happens?
And they've completely... So they've taken the movie, but they've expanded it into like the whole Sphere. So they've had with AI. So they've had to like, but then it's also like 4D. So like monkeys actually fly over you, not real monkeys, and all kinds of stuff.
So 3D.
No, like as in
like prop monkeys.
Yeah, and shit happens.
That does sound kind of fun.
It does sound really good.
Wow, getting so many texts about Hilary Duff being back in the music scene.
Is that the first person to text you?
Of course you are, yes.
Very excited about that. Someone I know is part of the show. I've already put in a request that the full Dignity album will be performed from start to finish. His reply was, well, that covers a whole episode then. It's like, great.
I really want us to be talking heads in that episode. It's a documentary, isn't it?
I think it's just like a docuseries, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Wait, I'll text my friend now. Also, if there are any performances, if there are any Duff performances, I'd like an invite, please. Now, bearing in mind, this guy has worked with some of the biggest talent in the world, like Taylor Swift.
Right.
I don't want to go see that. And but I bet the number of people who like hit him up for like Taylor Swift tickets. But I feel like Hilary Duff, I'm going to be the only one, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be the only ones. What else has been going on? Should we talk about the weather?
Should we?
Have a day off, Susan.
We had a wild night out on Saturday.
Oh, good. I've got that on my list to talk about.
Yeah, we did. So, well, first of all, I have to explain why I was so far gone by the end of that night. Because I drank too much. And the reason I drank so much is because I have been essentially diseased for... Disease, Lady Gaga.
Oh, right. I want you.
You didn't recognize it because it sounds so much like a Judas. So yeah, I've been diseased like Lady Gaga for quite a number of weeks. Who knows what it was? I was throwing up. I had lots of fatigue. It was very fun. And yeah, we took back the night on Saturday. Took ourselves a happy little asses after having some drinks at yours down to Precinct downtown.
I loved having drinks at mine. A couple of friends came over who haven't been over to the house, and they said, oh no, your house is actually quite nice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank you.
And we all had an allergic
Actually-
reaction to your outdoor garden furniture.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it must be like spores from one of the many cacti, one of the Audrey 2s or something.
Yeah, one of those mystery trees that's always like invading your property as well.
Yeah.
You've always got like
Something.
some weird California tree that's coming to kill
I
you.
hosed down all that seating before. Anyway,
Well,
so we
it's spores.
trotted off to precinct for Britney XCX.
Yes.
To all my friends at the LGBTQ community,
A Britney/Charlie XCX night, which was very fun. The music was really good, but also we never once heard even I'd say we heard like 20 seconds each of kind of a radio edit of a song. Not even each, but like one in every 10 songs we heard a snippet of the radio edit, and then everything else was a mashup.
But I feel like I danced the full Slave for You.
Oh, okay. There was definitely a lot of, instead of it being a Charlie XCX mashup with Britney, it would be like a Britney mashup with like Fergie.
Oh yeah.
Like lots of things like that where
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is glamorous mixed with, what song was glamorous mixed with again?
I don't remember. A Piece of Me? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was Piece of
Was
Me.
it?
Yeah. And it's just like lots of things like that were happening where I was like, well,
Yeah.
it's not what I thought we were going to get, but I'm not unhappy with it.
It's very fun.
And a fun drag performance.
I've not danced that much in so long.
Yeah, I was aching.
It's very. I had to explain to Teddy what the womanizer era was at one point, which is just me and Fraser drinking vodka Red Bull and dancing to womanizer in 2008.
I mean, we're just like 20 years older, but
Yeah.
we're still doing it. But it was kind of fun to be hungover on Sunday because it's been a few weeks of pretty calm living for me, so it was quite fun.
I needed a Sunday where I just wasn't doing anything. So I got up, I did some ironing, and then I went back to bed and slept again. It was lovely.
Well, I like that we did have very light plans to record on Sunday, and
Neither
neither
of
of
us texted each
us
other.
addressed it.
But we already preempted that by saying
We'll do a weeknight if not.
we'll see how we feel on Sunday,
Yeah.
but if not, we'll do a weeknight. Yeah. Oh, I've also got big news.
Oh.
Well, you know it, but my citizenship.
Yeah, you are an American.
Not yet.
Oh, when
Not
are you
until the
officially
swearing
American?
in ceremony.
Oh yes, I wanted to come to that, but
Yeah.
it's like 7 a.m. downtown LA, right?
It's 9 a.m. next Tuesday, thank you. Yes, I've got that to do. So that was
Wow.
quite the experience going. Time I got through security up to like the 4th or 5th floor, I got to the window and they're like, oh yeah, we've been waiting for you. I'm like, but I'm even 15 minutes early now. Go into a giant room that maybe had 100 seats, flags everywhere, just me.
Oh my gosh.
I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all very strange. Shall we do some feedback?
Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, I've got some.
Okay, if you want to get in touch with us, give us a shout on Instagram, and you can also email us at
You're welcome, AmericaPodcast@gmail.com.
which is exactly what Alexander Augusto did. Although it's Alexander, all to say, he's from Brazil. Hello,
Oh.
Ben and Fraser. Is this the correct email? No. I don't really know. I love that. This is a great email. Anyways, I was watching Wednesday season 2 last night, and Billie Piper is in it, playing a music teacher called Isadora Capri. And then this... Thought you should know. That got me thinking. Before listening to the pod, I just knew her as the Frankenstein lady from Penny Dreadful. I never even imagined she had such an iconic music career before. Thanks for that. What is Penny Dreadful?
It was a kind of Victorian kind of horror-y, like a bit like Hammer horror. Like it was kind of it was all like Dorian Gray. You know those like the Portrait of Dorian Gray.
yeah.
It was like the Invisible Man. It was all those Victorian era like monsters. It was a TV show on, I think it was on Sky in the UK. And Josh Hartnett was
Sky Atlantic?
it was Sky Atlantic, and Josh Hartnett was the lead. And
Okay.
it was a very exciting show because I liked it because I like all those like monster things. And then in like episode 2, he has a gay sex scene with Dorian Gray. So it was like very exciting to see Josh Hartnett have gay
Dorian
sex.
Gay. P.S. Being from Brazil, it's always so nice to hear your guys' observations about British and American culture. Thank you. Also, who's Lady C? She's appearing a lot on my TikTok lately. Is she just a very intense lady with a strong posh accent?
Oh, yes. But also she went on the reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and that's what made her famous. No one knew who she was before that. Isn't she royalty, right? Or she's a lady?
She's a lady,
She's an
I
actual
guess.
lady.
Looking forward to hearing about it in the next episodes. With love. Oh, Hilary Duff.
Bum, bum, bum.
Doodle-loop. With love, Alex. Alex, that was a great email. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but one of the main ladies who was an airline is now all over TikTok. Like, so...
Oh, yeah, is it Jane or is it
I think it's Jane.
Yeah.
So Jane is now, like, apparently I was watching a thing with her, and her kids came home from school, and they were like, Mom, you're all over TikTok. She's like, what? So people have been putting clips from airline on TikTok.
Well, it's all going hand in hand with Jet 2. It's all, we're having a real, I think it's having a real kind of renaissance of 90s, like, air travel for some reason.
She said a really great thing where they showed a clip of her saying to a customer who'd missed their flight because the customer hadn't gone through to departures. They were just sitting in a cafe. And she said, well, unfortunately, we can't board you from the cafe, which I thought was great. But then she made the point, but the thing is, I actually did miss a flight the other week, and it was written about in the papers. So there we are. Anyway, Alexander, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry if it's Alexandre rather than... But look, Al, thank you for getting in touch.
I can tell you, Isadora Capri, who Billy plays in Wednesday, is a werewolf and at the Nevermore Academy, and she's the new head of music. Says she's a passionate and warm teacher. She's revealed herself to be of great advice to young werewolves who cannot fully control their powers yet.
What? I don't want to watch
She's portrayed by
that.
Billy Piper. Yeah, I'm glad Wednesday exists. Nice that the ooky spooky crowd that like Wednesday can watch it, but it's not my ooky spooky, you know?
And of course, Joanna Lumley's in it. Great.
Yeah.
Always want her work.
Very happy for... And Catherine Zeta-Jones, obviously, I will
Oh,
support her in any kind of... Jenna Ortega, sure. We also heard from our friend Victoria about Billy Adams in Wednesday.
Billy Tuesday.
Billy Tuesday and Piper's Monday, whatever. Yeah. Well, and shout out to Walt, who loves to message us, who sent us a picture of Susan Boyle in an Oasis t-shirt and a bucket hat. And he said, "Is it time for a lads episode?"
No.
Well, I think you got the answer to that earlier on in the episode.
Because
So if you want to get in touch with us, give us a shout on our Instagram and drop us an email.
Yeah, you're welcome, americapodcast@gmail.com.
And we're back. Okay, so apparently we rifled through the files and we did some equations.
We blew some dust off the servers in the middle of the Atlantic
We
Ocean.
had to reboot them. Like a sort of, I don't know, like a little nosy dolphin had been nibbling away in some of our, I don't know, under Atlantic cables. But whatever. All to say, Fraser, you're up first with our UK topic. What is it?
We're going to be discussing something that we've probably talked about every other episode of this podcast, but we've never done it as a dedicated topic.
Oh.
Well, hello. You look like a nice guy. A man with extremely good taste. Have you scored recently?
Got any extra time?
Wanna play ball?
This is what I want, what I really, really want.
New cheese and chive flavour from Walker's are so irresistible. Taste no more, Mr. Spice Guy.
Wait, Walker's Crisps?
Of course it's Walker's Crisps.
We don't reference them every other
We
episode.
do talk a lot about Worcester sauce flavoured
Oh,
Walker's
that's
Crisps.
true, that's true.
But I thought I'd start with the Spice Girls Walker's advert with Gary Lineker.
Now, fun fact, in the real Spice Girls peak, I had in the back of my door, well, my room's plastered with Spice Girls stuff, but I collected the crisp packets, washed them out, and I stuck them in the back of my door.
Oh, did you ever get any of the actual prizes that you could get from those crisps? Because,
What was in them?
well, I've got a little bit of audio that'll tell you.
Okay.
Open a bag of Walker's Crystal Snacks and you could find one of 16 million prizes.
Like £5.
A signed CD.
Or a Spice Girls jacket.
Or 100 grand!
Or a crisp.
Gary!
I don't think I ever won anything.
Gary! So we are going to be discussing Walker's Crisps. Now, this is obviously going to play in at the end to do with Lay's, but I'm just going to get this out there now because it's always a confusion about what happens and why Walker's and Lay's, like, at what point did one of them take over whatever this. It turns out they are just the exact same thing and have been forever. So I'm going to give you the history of Walker's Crisps. It's pretty interesting.
Does anybody care?
So
Keep it tight.
in the 1880s,
Oh my God, we're going back to the 1880s.
Excuse me. Jesus. A man called Henry Walker moved to Leicester and took over a butcher's shop on the high street. So because of meat rationing after the World War II,
Fucking hell.
no, it was he moved into potato crisps because it was there was a meat ration going on. So that's how Walker started.
Okay.
In the 50s, it became like a big brand with Smiths, aka the little thing with the salt packet in them.
Salt and shake.
The salt and shakes. And then in the 70s is when it got sold to the big conglomerate that makes Lay's crisps as well. So Lay's and Walker's are the same thing that have been around since the 70s.
Got it.
But the company decided to never change the name of Walker's to Lay's because they wanted to keep it as a British, like, brand.
Got it. Now, where do Golden Wonder fit into all of this? Whatever happened to them?
Golden Wonder, I believe, are a different... They are... Golden Wonder was its own brand, completely separate.
And what happened to it?
Ooh, went into administration.
Not administration.
Yeah. Since 2006, it has been a wholly owned subsidiary of the Northern Irish company Tato, purchased from administration.
Got it.
So it's been folded into the Tato brand.
Got it. Linda, you didn't keep up with the accounts. Shit.
And that company was formed in 1947.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I didn't know crisps had such a rich history. This one, he started making crisps in order to use spare capacity in the deep fat fries where he normally made donuts in the 50s. I mean, look at that. Is that where Golden Wonder always tasted slightly off?
Did they?
Because they were made with donut oil. Walker's crisps have been a main staple of our lives in the UK, I believe, growing up. I feel like they were the go-to for everything.
They became the go-to. I feel like originally I was Golden Wonder, but then I moved over to Walker's. And I have to say, the Spice Girls really
pushed you in that direction.
Yeah. Can we talk about the fact that, remember that baffling time in the 90s? Right, okay. I guess your question.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar crisps. Great. What color
Well,
is a salt and vinegar crisp packet? Because in the 90s, they switched them all up at Walker's.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited.
I read something on here that said they didn't actually change it, and that it's like a false memory, where cheese and onion was always blue and salt and vinegar was always green.
No.
But then other crisp brands had it the other way around, and that Walker said that they never actually changed their color.
What?
It's like a Mandela effect.
Why would cheese and onion be blue? That makes no sense.
I mean, this is the AI overview, so maybe I'm not right, but it's saying they didn't change the colors. It's a widely discussed phenomenon known as the Mandela effect.
Oh, there you
where
go.
People collectively misremember the original colors.
Well, it's probably maybe because I was moved over from Golden Wonder. That's why. So wait, are we just going to talk about our favorite crisps now? Are you going to tell me different flavors?
Well, I found a website called museumofcrisps.com, and there's an article from 2020 where they have listed every single flavor of Walker's crisps that has ever been put into operation. And bearing in mind, this does not include Lay's or any other like American subsidiary. This is all the UK flavors. There are 141 flavors.
Fucking hell. I bet there's like a pickled onion in there.
So I'm gonna just pull out some highlights, and this one, the first one I really like is it's alphabetical. American cheeseburger, bacon and cheddar. That sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have had that. Baked bean. Did you ever have a baked
No,
bean flavor
but
one?
I'd be open to it.
I feel like I tried that and it was pretty good. Barbecue. Now, barbecue, they came in a black bag.
Hate.
I really found them to be very distasteful.
I do not like barbecue flavoring.
They were bright orange crisps as well. Do you remember? They had a very bright orange dusting on them. And I feel like we had them a lot. I feel like my mum bought them a lot as a multi-pack. I think maybe my brother liked them. And because I was so greedy, I would still eat them even though I didn't like them.
Yeah, I think I did the same.
Beef and onion, that's a Walker's classic. That's a staple. That's in the brown bag.
Yeah, I think so. I eat it.
Birmingham chicken balti. Now that was a special regional one that got made.
Yeah.
There's a flavor called Builder's Breakfast, which I assume is a full English flavored packet of crisps. That's pretty fun. Now, I'd like to try this flavor. Cheese toasty and Worcester sauce flavor.
Oh. Wait, did Walker's do Sensations?
Yes, that was one of their offshoots where they tried to get very
like a little posh.
They tried to get funky with it.
I never liked Walker Sensations. It was always like a Thai chili.
It was a Thai sweet chili, I think, was Walker
horrible.
Sensations. Yeah.
Horrible. Maybe a roast chicken. Like a roast chicken, like a rotisserie chicken or something.
Roast chicken is one of the staples. There's a top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's what they call their top 9.
Okay, the top 9.
Let's see if you can name them. Okay.
Cheese and onion.
Yes.
Salt and vinegar.
Yes.
Lightly salted or whatever it's
Ready
called.
salted. Yep.
Prawn cocktail.
Yep.
My fave. Barbecue.
In this list.
Oh, okay.
Roast chicken is one you just said.
Oh,
so,
roast chicken.
Roast
Okay.
chicken. There's 4 more.
4 more.
You've actually already mentioned one of them as a potential option that you thought was kind of ludicrous, but they did make it. Well, not ludicrous, but you said...
Pickled onion.
Yep.
Love pickled onion.
And I'm just going to give you this one for free. They threw salt and shake in there as one of their main ones.
Okay,
so
well,
you've
that doesn't count.
got 2 left. There's one that you and I had a version of recently.
Tomato.
Yep, tomato ketchup.
Oh.
And then you're missing one that is a salty, delicious, you need to drink after having like 2 of these crisps. And it is a staple that's been around since our childhood. I think, should I tell you the color of the bag?
Yes, that's a good game.
Purple.
Oh.
A light purple, like somewhere between pink and purple.
Oh.
Which does match the food that it is based on. I will say that sometimes this would get lumped in with a kind of beef and onion and a roast chicken pack. You might get like a multi-pack that has just those 3 flavors in it, like a dedicated pack. What do those 2 things have in common?
Roast chicken and what?
And beef and onion.
They're very meaty, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
It's another meat.
Yep.
Pheasant?
Pheasant?
Yeah, I don't know, like purple/pink. Oh, it's like a ham or something.
Very close.
Bacon.
Smoky bacon.
Smoky bacon.
Come on, Ben. Now, you've never felt thirst until you've had a smoky bacon crisp. Those will get you ready to drink within 0.5 seconds.
Now, where do you stand? I never understood, like, a chip butty or a chip sandwich. Didn't people used to do a thing where they put, like,
put crisps in a sandwich?
Crisp sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You can put that into a...
Between, like, white bread with butter or something disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Now, there's some other kind of Walker's products on this page that have kind of fallen into their sticky little fingers. So there's Baked, which is meant to be the healthy ones from 2006. Crinkles, which I think is like a more of a ridged one. Max, do you remember Max? That was their answer to
Doritos.
To McCoy's.
McCoy's.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
So they came in a bigger bag and they were ridged like McCoy's.
Yummy.
And they were flavored just like McCoy's. They tasted really good, the Max ones.
Yummy.
French fries.
Although a real light wisp of air.
Well, yeah, I feel like
You have to have like 4 bags.
now I would have to take about 4 or 5 bags and pour that into one bowl. And obviously the salt and vinegar ones as well that start to burn after you eat too many of them.
Do they do Monster Munch?
They do Monster Munch.
Goodness.
They do Quavers.
Yuck.
Sensations.
Wait, prawn cocktail quavers were great though. Sensations awful.
Yep. And you want to talk about another crisp that could burn your mouth in 2 seconds flat.
Discos.
Squares.
Oh, squares.
Yep.
Love squares.
Something called sun bites, which I think are like some weird, like, I bet they were like roasted. I bet it was sun blush tomato flavor. They're like those frazzle looking ones.
Yeah.
And Whatsits, which they purchased from Golden Wonder in 2002.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, I love crisps.
I know. Because also the Wikipedia for Walker's, because it also was bought by Smith's, they have also the Smith's crisps underneath, which is chipsticks, Frazzles, bacon fries, scampi fries.
Love.
And Smith's crisps. Oh, God, I love crisps. Did you know why Gary Lineker was the face of Walker's? I didn't actually know the reason.
And we should explain who Gary Lineker is.
Well, I mean, I was laughing when I was watching the advert because I was looking at Gary Lineker and I thought, he used to play football, right? He wasn't just always a sports presenter. Like he
was
played
he a manager
football.
at one point?
I think so, but I think he's a pretty famous footballer. But I couldn't even think for a second what he looked like playing football.
Yeah.
But he is a former football player and is he currently disgraced because he kept voicing his opinions about Israel and the BBC?
Maybe.
I think he might be in trouble because of that. And he's very much the kind of famous sports commentator here who used to play football. Tom Brady? Does he do commentary?
What's his name? He does like GMA.
Michael Strahan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Gary Lineker's the Michael Strahan of the UK. But it's because the Walker's factory is in Leicester And Gary Lineker is from Leicester and played for Leicester City Football Club. So he became like the face of Walkers. But I think he made so much money because he did so many of their adverts.
Did it for years.
Yeah, and I watched the original advert. They said it wasn't the first, but they said it's the one that got the most attention. And it's him like having this homecoming in Leicester where he's like, everyone's like greeting him off the train. Yeah, literally there's these like 90s youths from like 95, these 90s youths in a car going like, Gary! And then this little kid is like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you, and offers him a cheese and onion crisp. And he steals the packet of crisps and runs off. So that's pretty funny.
That's good.
And it's to launch Cheese and Onion, apparently, which was launched in 1995.
What?
Listen, I'm just telling you what I'm finding on various YouTubes and Wikipedias. Yeah. I really wanted to find a controversy segment of Wikipedia for Walkers, but I honestly can't find it. It seems like they're a very nice company. I did find a section on the Wikipedia just called Litter, but I thought it was going to be a fun thing about Walkers littering the world, but it's actually about them, doing lots of environmental work to keep Britain tidy.
What about, I wonder where those potatoes are grown though. Oh, do they grow them in Poland? Wait a minute.
Well, I used to work on a farm as a preteen, my friend's farm, and those potatoes went to Walkers. So back in 1993, those potatoes came from Norfolk for Walkers.
Let's just double check.
I've told you this. I've told you about my potato working days, right? Many times before.
Maybe.
But should I tell you again?
Tell me again. Walkers get their potatoes from over 80 British farms.
Wow.
With sourcing from the Scottish Highlands to Land's End.
Well, good for them.
Fucking all right. Chill out.
Yeah, my friend Beth, growing up, lived on a farm, and it's also famously where I one time was a beater for a hunt where I'd have to beat the pheasants out of the underbrush.
You had to beat animals.
No, you don't beat animals. You beat the bushes, so the animals are scared, so they get shot. You don't beat them. You scare them to shoot them. Yeah.
You don't want them dead, and you want them shocked first before
I don't want to bludgeon an animal to death. I'd like to scare it out of its habitat so it gets shot.
Got it.
I did that once, and then when we got back to the house, they like strung up all the dead pheasants, and I was horrified by what had happened and what I was complicit in, and I never did that again. But I also worked for 5 pence an hour on what was called the potato grading line. And what that was a conveyor belt that I had to stand in front of and sort through the potatoes. Yes.
Take out the shit ones and the...
Yes, you threw the kind of the clods of earth, as they were called, into this kind of middle section. And then if any potatoes were crazy big or crazy small, they went to a separate thing, which went to shoddier supermarkets.
Got it.
So if you got a big giant lumpy potato from Asda, it was probably one that I'd graded.
Interesting. I sat beside a potato farmer at an event a little while ago.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I was like, was it Young Farmers? Remember Young Farmers? Do they have that in Scotland?
What was Young Farmers?
I guess I'm from a weird farming place. Young Farmers was this association, and it was I never went to one of these Young Farmers events, but it was all the kids of farmers who I guess were being groomed to be farmers, and they had Young Farmers events, and they were always balls and dinners, and basically everyone would go and get really drunk and have sex with each other. And I was always kind of horrified by young farmers events.
Got it. No, I wasn't at one of those.
I don't really have much more to say. I guess we'll wrap it up.
And I think we've already worked it out what the US equivalent of Walkers is. It's Lay's, right?
Well.
Oh.
I think it's Cheetos. Because even though Lay's are a direct comparison between, they are Walkers, basically, I feel more American people eat Cheetos and the whole Cheeto brand products, the extra hot ones, the puffs, all of that stuff. I feel they eat more of them than they do of Lay's crisps.
I disagree, but what I think you're saying is there's more brand recognition and affinity.
Yes, Cheetos is a
with
thing.
Cheetos.
You would
compared
see
to
you would see so many everyone knows who Chester the Cheeto Cheater is.
Is that his name? I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
Chester the Cheeto, but no one. It's Brittany.
Everyone knows who Gary Lineker is.
Brittany was always carrying around Cheetos. You know what I mean? It was never Lay's crisps. So I feel it's more American than a Lay's.
Okay.
So you get a double whammy there. It's Lay's. The American equivalent of Walkers is technically Lay's, but I think is Chester Cheetah.
Who is the US
face of
equivalent
Cheetos.
of Gary Lineker.
Of Gary Lineker,
Okay,
exactly.
got it.
Who's also the UK equivalent of Michael Strahan. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We are back. Oh my God, I didn't tell you. Michael and I were in the queue for Ariana Grande tickets today. At one point, I was 17,000 people deep in a queue to get tickets for the Kia Forum.
Wow. Did you succeed?
Nope.
No.
Neither of us did. There's general sale tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, speaking of America and Ariana Grande, Ben has our American topic. What are you going on? What are you saying? Where are you going? What are you doing?
The US topic for today is the burning of Zozobra. So, I was recently in Santa Fe and I went to an event.
More like Santa Gay, am I right?
Santa Faggot. And
visceral.
And I went to this big event where they burned a big effigy of a monster called Zozobra. The burning of Zozobra. But you know what? We had to get there first. So should we fly to New Mexico?
And you just told me to shove my apology up my arse.
Who'd you fly with?
Delta. Now, I was flying with our friend Teddy. You know what he did?
Upgraded himself?
Yes.
And not you?
We got on the plane, he was in Delta Comfort Plus, and I was in steerage. Can you believe that?
Well, it's his revenge for that flight to New York that we took where we were in...
we were in Delta Comfort
Plus, and he was one row behind me in steerage, and I could feel his eyes burning in the back of my head the whole flight.
I know. Don't worry, I got him back. We'll get back to that. So, yeah, it was all happening in New Mexico. Fun fact for US listeners, New Mexico is not in Mexico. Or for UK listeners, I should say.
Yeah, it's like New England. It's a
Exactly.
remix of the old country.
New York.
Yeah, or New York.
Or New Jersey.
Or New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how funny that New Jersey is New Jersey.
Do you think it is related to Jersey? The Jersey
Yeah,
house?
it must be.
That's so silly.
That makes the least sense out of all the news.
So we went to New Mexico. We flew to the Albuquerque Sunport. It's not an airport, it's the Sunport, which we were saying is very like the Phoenix Sky Harbor.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be beamed down from the sun at the Sunport.
Well, we were saying that the Phoenix Sky Harbor, the airport there, they'd be like, we've had word that in Albuquerque they are taking energy from the sun. It's the Albuquerque Sunport. So anyway, that's what we flew into. And we drove to my beloved Santa Fe. The first day, we went to a gin bar. You know, I think I told you so many moments in this trip were like we're in a TV show and they're like, Ben and Ted, you're coming in. Ben and Ted, you're coming in. Because I said to Ted, I was like, oh yeah, there's this. We had lunch. We're waiting for our house to be ready, whatever. I was like, oh, there's this gym bar, but it might be. UK listeners, it's kind of part of a farm shop, which is sort of the US equivalent of Dalesford, but less trashy. Anyway, I was like, oh, there's this gym bar, but it's Friday. It's a holiday weekend. It might be really busy. We get there, empty. We walk out into the garden. There are 2 seats positioned in a sort of conversation style in the middle of the outdoor area. Like, well, we'll sit here. We sat here at the bar. The guy came out, touched the whole menu, entertained us. We ordered drinks. As soon as we ordered drinks, people then kind of came in.
The extras.
Yeah. We then befriended all around us. So that was great.
A gin bar to me conjures up, I mean, I know it wasn't this, but there's something very mid-2000s, curly moustache, suspenders, Mumford & Sons, a bicycle. You know what I mean? About a gin bar. It feels very, someone using the word mixology, someone playing like a double bass.
Well, it's all...
Someone hitting one of those boxes.
So that night was the burning of Zozobra. This event has been going on for 101 years. They create a giant effigy every year of this monster called Zozobra. Zozobra is meant to represent all of the community's gloom and darkness from the past year.
Must have had to make a pretty big one this year. Must have been big as a building this year.
Plenty of gloom to go around.
Can't get America's gloom in one of those statues.
This is what Zozobra looks like.
Oh, she's fun. She's got very slightly vaguely the puppet from Saw that rides in on the little tricycle. Billy the puppet.
Do you want to play a game?
Who's got a crush on you?
Hello, Hunks. It's Dream Phone, the electronic game with the talking phone.
Got it.
Got a light touch of that, which I guess is probably pretty disrespectful to a traditional thing that I just said.
He kind of looked like Pogus Nemesis Michael, you know?
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Dream Phone, the hot electronic talking phone game.
It's for you.
Who are we to argue the tradition?
So now, through that conversation, you're saying podcast nemesis Michael looks like Billy the puppet from Saw.
Did not say that.
Google it, see what you think.
No, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, this has been going for over 100 years. So we turn up, you buy tickets in advance. This is a 50-foot marionette.
Ooh, puppet.
Moving electronic marionette.
They burn electronics.
We'll get to it. So it's kind of like being, not that I've ever been, sort of like being at a state fair. You go in and you can see Zozobra just standing there in the distance. And then there's like food and drink. The drinks thing was very weird. You had classic America. You had to line up to enter like an alcohol only like pen.
Yeah. Like a Coachella.
It was so weird. What are you texting me?
It's a picture of Billy
Why are
the
you texting
puppet.
this picture of Michael? Oh no, that's the puppet from...
Hello.
Anyway, so then the pre-show started. Now here's the thing. This is a community event. We were quite tired that day, and the pre-show, it was a little Return to Oz meets the opening of the Millennium Dome.
Which part of Return to Oz? Like the Wheelers?
Wheelers mixed with some stilt walkers from the Millennium Dome.
Right.
There's a lot of that going on. There was, yeah.
A little bit of Don't Tell the Bride.
Don't tell the... Yeah.
They loved a stilt walker or like
Yeah.
someone standing that's a table, that's a champagne table. Very 4 weddings or Don't Tell
Just
the
a
Bride.
lot, yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Right.
Like, when is this going to happen? And then finally the burning started and it was pretty spectacular. They had a drone show.
Wow.
Zozobra has a voice. Zozobra sounds like if you have a bad stomach. It was like that.
Does it speak or just make those noises?
It's kind of like, wah, and the mouth did move. It moved around. And then there was a lot of like performers with giant sticks of fire, like slowly going towards Zozobra, but then moving away.
Oh.
So just light him. A lot of that going on. And then there's like a real terrifying moment with the drone show where you could just see all the drones in unison rise together.
Hello.
Did you feel like they were going to just start zapping lasers at you and kill you?
Yes, absolutely.
Those drone shows are really impressive, though.
Yeah,
they look
about
really
a drone
good.
show is like 5 years ago that was not a thing.
Yeah. I saw, not that you would care about this one, but I saw in Japan they did a Pokemon themed one and it looked so impressive that it was like, I was like, I'd like to see that.
Well, the best part of this drone show was lots of like, oh, why is there like a steam train going through the sky? Whatever, what's that doing? But when it just gets to a part where it just says, burn him,
Right.
and they write it out in the sky. Oh, I forgot to say, they did do the, what's it called? The national anthem. Drones, and then they basically just lit the fucker up. Oh, the lasers, smoke, everything. And then they lit him. And then slowly he was like, "Murr!" And then the mechanics and the puppetry like broke.
Chewbacca.
And then and he just slowly like dropped to the ground.
And then what? Everyone goes home?
And then what? They started playing a mega mix of music from the past 20 years with like Kesha and Pitbull and like Jason Derulo. It was that bit was really
Which
weird.
Jason Derulo song?
Oh, I can't even remember.
Remember Swalla?
No.
Swalla la la, swalla la la, shimmy shimmy ya, na. No, you don't remember Swalla?
That rings a bell now.
You really need to hear the opening bars of Swalla. It's a real...
Is it that one?
Young money, young money, young money, young money.
Love in 1,000 different flavors.
I mean, that's basically the Burning Zozobra, but I can't tell you about the rest of our weekend in Santa Fe.
Well, I know you took a train.
We went on George R. Martin's Dragon Train. You know, so many elements of what I just said I do not approve of.
Who did you get George R. Martin mixed up with before? Oh, J.R. Tolkien.
Same thing. Lord of the Dragons. Game of Rings. Yeah, we went on a George R. Martin has bought a train from 1910.
It's part of his, like, not Mega Woof. That's that gay event that we've
Meow
been to.
Wolf.
Meow Wolf.
Yeah. That's
not to be confused with Meow Meow.
Not to be used in Meow Meow, the plant fertilizer.
Which Dane Bowers, I believe, was arrested for dealing in.
I think Dane Bowers just moved to Dubai. And now there's all these things like whenever anyone posts like something about crime in the UK, it's like, this is why I moved to Dubai.
Dane in Dubai.
So much safer here.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink. Swalla la la.
Do you want to play a game?
What a desolate time for music.
Yeah.
In the Jason Derulo Swallow featuring Nicki Minaj and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, it's a very empty sounding song.
If that was made now, someone would go, oh, sounds like it was made in AI. Oh my God.
What?
I saw my first real brand AI full advert. It was on YouTube. Granted, it was not on television, but I saw like a major brand using a full AI advert for Lysol wipes. It was a classroom. So real, like meant to looking like real children, and like a real teacher's arm like wiping the table, and it was all AI generated and it looked like shit. I got so angry I wanted to like write a letter to the Lysol Corporation, but I thought, you know,
they would just receive it and a robot would shred it.
Yeah, it wouldn't even the email wouldn't even make it to the Lysol HQ. It would get like scrubbed on the way with a wipe.
Other things we did, we went to the opera on Saturday night, a gorgeous spaceship that's like landed in the mountains. But again, like we're in a TV show, we were just enjoying like drinks in the terrace. This young straight man just walks directly up to us and he's like, were you guys at Zozobra? We're like, yeah, we were. It's like, yeah, it was so cool. And then just started telling us about his life and how he just inherited a parcel of land nearby.
Oh, good for him.
A lot of that going on.
Should have got in there with him.
We'd made some
parcel of land.
Yeah.
Very specific.
In a place called Pecos.
Oh.
Some of Teddy's friends we'd met for drinks. And then later that night, we just accidentally bumped into them at a bar. And then the next night we went for dinner. Some of them walked in. They're like, oh, hi, guys. So it really was just like we were living there, which was lovely.
Preview of your life when you do live there.
I know. We went to a folk art museum hungover.
Tracks.
Yeah. And we went on the George R. R. Martin train, the Sky Train. And I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of hokey and silly. And you get on... You get a seat, and there's a bar in each carriage, and then there's
I
like
did see that man playing the guitar.
Yeah, playing the guitar, and I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, it's so well run that you then constantly bring you drinks, and then you go into an outdoor train cart, and just watch the sunset.
I do like that Teddy was telling me that the train goes to a certain point and then just goes back on itself. I like that it's not a loop. I like that it's one straight line and one straight line back. I thought that was funny.
It's great. And then we did meet a British couple on board who were very into... They live in London, but one of them was Northern, and they liked... Oh, they came to New Mexico because of two reasons. Yellowstone, because they're going to go to the Yellowstone, so the TV show Yellowstone. And then it turned out, we talked to them for quite a while, that one of them had like an uncle who was clearly a gay who lived in New York and is super cultured and tells them where to go. So that's why they came to Santa Fe. And then afterwards, we went to a bar called like Cowgirls or whatever. Oh, at this point, we were in full cowboy boots and hats and everything. We just went for it. And we went to a bar, and there were two separate tables of British people talking. And I was furious.
Yeah, no, we don't travel to fun new destinations to hear those voices.
No.
Got enough of them in our own lives.
The UK equivalent, clearly...
Guy Fawkes.
It's Guy Fawkes. Oh, and also I should say, the burning of Zozobra, people are like, oh, it sounds like Burning Man. No. The burning of Zozobra inspired the Burning Man at Burning Man.
Yeah, but instead of burning your glooms and worries away, Guy Fawkes is burning
instead of burning Michael...
Is a kind of political...
Guy Fawkes.
Like a terrorist or a political activist, whichever way you look at it. There's two ways to look at who Guy Fawkes is. He's either a terrorist or an activist. And he's celebrated, his death is celebrated every year by burning him alive.
Yeah, giant effigy of him.
Which I guess, in that way, the UK must be considering him a terrorist. Because you wouldn't celebrate a activist.
Okay,
we should try and... Let's do like a woke reclaiming of Guy Fawkes. I think that's a really good time for that in the UK right now.
Guy Fawkes...
a liberal
terrorist.
I mean, I do believe it's the definition of terrorism.
Yes, Guy Fawkes planned and attempted a mass casualty attack to achieve political goals, which is considered an act of terrorism by modern definitions. Though the term terrorist did not exist in this time, it was 1605.
Around the time Walker's crisps were invented.
Just before they were acquired by Frito-Lay. Okay, that's it.
You're
welcome.
So is this episode title going to have to be Walker's Crisps and the Burning of
Of Michael, of Zozobra.
That's wild. Okay.
Well, thank you as ever for listening. Give us a shout on Instagram and email, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
See you back here soon.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Bye.
You are right up my street.
Oh, you can't make me choose.
I go by Toyota. Sponsors T4.
Fuck me, Lee Ryan's 13.
I remember we couldn't remember the word for table.